So I wanted to wait a few days before I wanted to do anything regarding this topic. I was just kind of waiting and seeing if this topic would just go away or if it was going to escalate. But recently I've noticed that the Snowbreak subreddit did make a mega thread regarding this topic, and that topic being Acacia's new design. Ever since Acacia's Booba form reveal, there have been a lot of people, at least in the English speaking side of the Snowbreak community, that seems pretty outraged at her Booba design. And to be honest, I don't really understand the outrage, because this type of trope, this anime trope of a flatty turning into a Booba character, is not something that's new. This has been in media for a long fucking time. Probably ever since Sailor Moon started. You got like typical magical girl anime that has this trope. I know the Neptunia series has this. Ocarina of Time technically has this. You've got many forms of media where you got like a young character transforming into an adult character, and it's just been around for years. So why is this an outrage now? Like, what is going on now? For those of you that are upset over this Booba form, did you complain about it in Wuthering Waves when Cardathea has a Booba form? Did you complain about it with Ether Gazer when Brahma has a Booba form? Did you complain about this in any other fictional media? Because it doesn't really seem anything to really be upset over. If these people that are outraged over Acacia's Booba form, can they really even be considered true fans of anime when this anime trope has been around for fucking years? This is also not the first time that Snowbreak did a Booba buff for a playable character. The first character that received this was Ceres. But for Ceres's case, on her debut, she was not a very popular character. Nobody really talked about Ceres. She was probably one of the most forgettable characters in the cast. So when the devs had to make her 5-star form, they really had to come up with something to really pizzazz the audience of Snowbreak. And they gave her a Booba buff, and it worked. So it makes sense that the devs for Snowbreak are going to be a little more biased towards Booba, since Booba, not only did it save Ceres, but it also saved the game with that character being Kadia. There were a few CN players that were questioning this Booba Acacia decision. However, they were most likely just questioning it out of just a simple question. They weren't really asking this out of rage. They were just kind of asking to see if future flighty characters are going to get the Acacia treatment, and the devs themselves basically stated that Acacia will be the only character that is a flatty that will be getting this big Booba treatment. So Echel and Frisia will stay flat. Not to mention the devs themselves did say that they planned for this adult Acacia for years now. That's one thing that people have to keep in mind, is that when these patches come out, they get worked in months in advance or even years in advance. So this adult Acacia isn't something that just came out of the devs' ass like at one moment, right? They were planning to do this for years, but they didn't really find a way to really reveal adult Acacia. Another thing that I've seen people notice is that the new adult Acacia looks like Life. And yes, I do agree that she looks like Life a bit. When I first saw the leaks of Wedding Acacia, for a minute I thought it was Life. I took a closer look and I realized that, oh no, that's actually Acacia. But I do agree that she, at least the Booba form, does look a little bit like Life. But for whatever reason, the devs gave Acacia white hair and yellow eyes for some reason. Life also has white hair and yellow eyes. I don't know if the devs intended them to be distant relatives, since Acacia is from the distant past. I don't think the devs wanted to change her eye color or hair color too much, since they basically already, designed Acacia, right? They already designed her with white hair and yellow eyes. If they made this new Acacia with like a different hair color or different eye color, it wouldn't really be like the same Acacia. So I guess they decided to go, stick with the white hair, yellow eyes, and she just coincidentally just looked like Life. Now, there are other Snowbreak NPCs that kind of look similar. I do know Caroline has like an NPC that kind of looks like an adult version of her. I do know there's a logistics that's basically like a 6-year-old version of Masher. So I don't know, man. I mean, there are like similarities between Acacia and Life, but if you're not that blind, you can kind of like tell the difference right away. Adult Acacia, her face seems, I don't know, it just seems like a little bit more innocent than Life's face. Life's face looks a little bit more like stoic and serious, but also like very calm and composing, while Adult Acacia is more like, I don't know, cute and in the moment. So I don't know. Adult Acacia also has like a bigger bang like on her face, while Life does not. But either way, you got like other games that have this trope of other characters looking like other characters, like FGO. FGO has like 30 plus fucking characters with the same face. Some of them even have the same poses. A lot of Snowbreak characters tend to have white hair. Life obviously has white hair. Acacia's got white hair. Shen's got white hair. Narita's got white hair. Even the new 5-star Nita has white hair. Cherno also has white hair. Like, a lot of characters have white hair. Devs really like white hair. And of course, you know, some of them are going to end up looking similar to other characters because, you know, you got 7 different characters with the same hair color. So it makes sense that one of them will have at least a few similarities to another white-haired character. Overall, the patch is already live. It's been 2 to 3 days since the patch is live. The devs have not made any announcements regarding Adult Acacia. The Asian player base seem pretty happy overall with the new Acacia. If they were not happy, the devs would have already made a change already, but everything's just set in stone already. I think the Western audience kind of just needs to relax a little bit. Maybe just, you know, take a chill pill, maybe watch other anime. That's basically about all. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the new Acacia? Do you hate the new Acacia? And if you do hate the new Acacia, does that mean that you hate other magical anime and fictional media that has this trope? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon.